top professional dealers.
I don't muck about. If I want something, I take it.
Risking their own cash.
We're not messing about here.
This is my money.
It's not a game, it's not just a TV show, this is serious business.
They're taking part in a secret auction, bidding on trucks filled with storage.
OK, bring in the trucks!
When each truck opens,
Whoa.
the dealers have just moments to decide.
Going once, going twice.
Are they in?
Come on.
Buying and selling in auctions isn't for the faint-hearted.
Or are they out?
They're out. What a load of crap.
They'll use every trick in the book to put off their rivals.
Here.
I'm tempted to stick a bid in just to bid it up. I want to see him pay for this.
You're very optimistic, Paul. Yeah.
I'm very rich as well.
He's all math. I don't think he knows what he's buying.
But when the hammer falls,
Sold! Sold!
the winner will have to sell the whole damn lot.
Buying is the easy part.
I'd like £1,000.
Wouldn't we all?
If I can't sell it at that, we ain't selling it.
Selling's the hard part.
So will they blow their cash
Can't believe it.
or strike auction gold?
Happy day.
Time to gamble.
Who's going to go for this one?
This time on Storage Flog The Lot. 4 trucks, 4 mystery cargoes.
OK, let's bring in the trucks!
An end of the pier show brings out the competition.
I don't play to lose.
And it's me against you now. If he wants to fight, he's come to the right place.
A truck from a doctor's surgery stuns everyone.
Whoa. Sold!
And one dealer takes a gamble on a hidden lot.
My guts is leading me on that one.
But will she fall for a trap?
I'm going to run this right to the limit, but I don't really want it.
The first truck loaded with a secret lot is just seconds away from the auction. Awaiting its arrival, our group of professional dealers under the watchful eye of auctioneer Addison Gelpie.
Good luck, thank you very much. Graham and Alex.
They'll have just minutes to view its cargo before deciding whether to bid their own cash in the hope of selling it on for a profit.
Shut the door! And open the truck!
This is the first chance any of the dealers have had to see the contents of the truck.
You all know the rules. You've got 2 minutes to have a look. When the hammer goes down, the highest bidder will go away with the whole damn lot.
I suppose a vintage slot machine's worth money.
Looks like an interesting lot there. It's sort of end of the pier sort of feel to it. It sort of reminds me of my summer holidays in Margate with the family when all my mates are out sunning it in Spain. Obviously, you can see that the pinball machine's worth a few pennies. The ice cream trolley is actually a really good piece. It'll bring in the customers to their shops.
Reclamation experts Paul and Dale are less concerned with the lot and more concerned with the opposition.
The competition's very weak. You've got the flouncy interior designer waving a scarf about, the flower pot man. He sells planters, that's it, and a few wooden wheelbarrows. You've got the bidding baron. That's the truth, they've not got our budget, they've not got our brains.
But as Paul judges the competition, third-generation dealer Chris and his son Dave try to assess the potential profit.
It'd be nice to see what's inside the Punch and Judy, whether there's any puppets. Yeah, it's worth having a go at the right money. I do like the games machine.
This is a perfect lot for retro dealers, Graham and Alex.
I thought it was bright and colourful, seaside, good stuff in there. We're not here to mess about, we're here to make money. This is business for us. We know what we can sell things for.
But first, they'll need to get past Paul, who's determined to lay down a bidding marker.
To be truthful, I want to pay like 800 quid. Do you know what I mean? Then I know I'm on a winner. But I'll go to 15, because I think I'll get my money back just on that card.
Paul certainly talks a loud game, doesn't he?
I think Paul wants to be up front and winning something first off.
I don't play to lose. I don't know about you, but I don't play to lose. We'll win. Win-win.
Baronet Sir Benjamin Slade is taking a more practical approach to the lot.
There was a surfboard there. Well, it did flood around my house in the winter. I could have used it then and done a bit of surfing.
Time's up, ladies and gentlemen. You've had your chance to have a look. You can see it's a sort of end of the pier feel to this lot. Nice little retro pinball we all know is worth some money. Should we start the bidding at £400? You'll give me £400.
Yep.
400 straight in there at 400. 430 I'd like.
Come on.
430, thank you, sir. 430. Would you like 450? 450, back in at 450.
This was going to be our lot all day long.
500.
500, thank you, sir.
He didn't think you were going to get it that easy, did he?
Is any advance on 500? 550, that's what we like to hear. 550, 600, he's back in at 600. 650 now, at 650. Would you like
750.
750, thank you, Mom. 800 somewhere?
All right.
800.
900.
900 now, at £900.
Five.
950.
1,100.
1,100, big bid there at 1,001.
They've got a little corner shop that sells tat. I've got a 5-acre yard, 3 shops and a warehouse. It were no contest.
1,200.
1,400.
I could see Paul was trying to intimidate us, but, you know, our money's just as good as his.
1,400 now, at 1,400. Do you want to go 1,450, sir? I've got to push you at 1,400 going once. 1,400 going twice.
15.
1,500, thank you kindly. 1,550 has gone back in again. At 1,550, 16 you could have it. Fair warning at 1,550 with you, sir. Sold, well done.
Get in there. Go on, thank you.
Sold to Paul and Dale for £1,550.
I don't know that much about retro stuff, but what I do know is they were at 15 and they're having a squeeze out of it, another 100, I'm all right.
But what have Paul and Dale got for their money?
I love this. This could make some pennies, you know.
He's doing engine in it?
No.
No engine?
You can get another one of those, though. That shouldn't be too bad.
The best way they had an engine, though, wasn't it?
Bad news. There's no refrigeration unit for the ice cream cart.
Very disappointed the ice cream cart was so far gone. Not the best start.
Can you fix that?
I've sussed it, don't worry. Sorted.
As Paul and Dale get stuck into the lot, the other dealers have retreated to the Greasy Spoon across the road.
I personally think it didn't matter what price it went for, they were determined they were going to buy that first lot.
Because it was the first lot.
Yeah.
Let's all say they've been screwed.
Well, so you had a couple of goes on it. Did you really want it?
We went to 1,500. We sell pinballs, we sell one-on bandits, but I think unless everything's working, you're not going to make a lot on it.
Hello, everybody.
You stupid, Wally. It was all OK. We were happy with it. But it was what was under the sheet. That's where I was hoping the money was. This is it.
Drum roll. Drum roll.
Oh, what's that thing at back?
Oh, wow. Hey, it's working.
Check that out.
Check that out. They were beautiful old slot machines, and they both work. We've got to be on to a winner.
No, that's interesting.
That is interesting, that one.
I can't read it, me lad. Is it in German? How the bloody hell has a German slot machine ended up over here? You've got to get a grand for that, haven't you? We've iterated up.
I think when they walk through that door, regardless of what's in there, they're going to tell us they're going to make a fortune.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Even if it was a load of rubbish.
Time to add up what Paul thinks it's all worth.
800 quid, 600 quid, 1,400, 1,600, 4,400 quid. Treble my money.
Now time to rub it in.
Done work.
What do we pay for it? 1,600 quid?
15.5.
Right, just knock it out then, innit? 1,100 quid for pinball. 2 really good bandits, both work 900 quid a piece.
Was the pinball working?
Yeah.
It'd have been zeroed.
It doesn't mean it's working, Paul.
And then the best thing is the ice cream cart.
Yeah, you want to hope for a decent sum of them.
Well, I'm not going to be selling ice creams. I'll leave that to Mr. Whippet. You're all lagging behind.
No.
You're very optimistic, Paul.
Yeah.
I'm very rich as well.
Well, that's lovely. Doesn't make you a nice person. He's rude, he's obnoxious, he's loud, he steps over people. He doesn't care who he's talking to.
If you start throwing your weight about a bit, people don't like it, and they bite.
Once they start biting, bottle goes.
Boxers don't lose the temper in the ring. Don't ever take it personal. It's business.
In a secret auction, top dealers are risking their cash on truckloads of goods.
1,550.
Paul and Dale of Ribble Reclamation won the first lot.
Sold, well done.
Get in there. Go on, thank you.
And they don't think much of the competition.
We've got the experience, we've got the track record, we've got the money. They weren't really competition.
But they paid nearly £1,600 for a collection of end-of-the-pier items, including a pinball machine that might not work, and an ice cream cart with no motor.
Right, get some of so while I'm out.
Yeah, but I need the key for the workshop. You've got the key.
You've got the key in there. You've got the bloody key.
You've got it in your
You're
pocket.
gonna get it done, man. Go in.
In Preston, selling doesn't get off to a great start, with Paul tied up with other business.
I can't be here all the time and Dale's going to get on with selling this stuff. I've got 3 businesses to run and this is just one of them.
Drives me insane, that fella. Absolutely in bloody sane. I think Paul's got that much money, he doesn't want to sell anything. He doesn't bother about selling anything. I think he likes all the stuff he gets and he tends to keep hold of it. Whereas I'm a dealer, you have to turn your money over.
He runs a reclamation yard. He doesn't run a flipping fairground or a circus. What's he going to do with all that stuff?
Long story short, we bought it in an auction, so I want you to codge it up but make it work.
Included in the lot was a potentially valuable ice cream cart. It could be worth a couple of grand, but only if it works. They've called in an engineer to assess its condition.
So, the question is, how serious is it and can it be fixed? For these.
You need a ballast for the light, well, for the fridge motor, the controller, pumps for the water, sink.
But how much to get it fixed?
I reckon about 800 to put it right.
For that much?
Having agreed to £800 to get it fixed, this lot right now is costing them almost £2,400.
Buying is the easy part, selling's the hard part. And I don't know, some of the lots they bought, I think they need to see a doctor.
Fortunately for Paul and Dale, there's still time to turn things round. Back in the auction, the second truck is about to arrive.
Shut the door! And open the truck!
Once again, none of the dealers have any idea what's inside.
Oh my word. Oh, yeah.
Okay, you know the rules. You can look, but you can't touch. You've got 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen.
It's their own cash on the line, so they need to be sure they can make a profit.
I really like this lot. It's obviously a clearance of doctor and dentist stuff there, but it's an interior designer's dream in here. The winners are actually the distressed painted cabinets, those metal cabinets, they fly out.
That bench there in a pub is worth a tour there.
It's actually a bed.
There's something in that box up there. I think it's a baby's chair.
I'm thinking that's a very interesting little lot. Weird stuff there. People like weird.
Sir Ben, a dealer of 40 years' experience, is taking more of an interest this time round.
I have a medical background, I once was a doctor, and so I'm very interested in these skulls. They could be worth 35 or 50 quid, or they could be worth hundreds of pounds. I've got one of them skeletons.
But for some of the other dealers, it's just too far out of their comfort zone.
It's definitely a gamble, that one, but I think somebody can make some money on it.
What do they call them heads?
Phrenology heads.
What does that mean?
It's about the brain. It's all the different segments of the brain. But it's in a porcelain head.
Have you had them before?
Of course I have.
How much are they worth?
600 quid 10 years ago.
Are those bottles down there for peeing in?
Sir Ben has spotted an opportunity that the others may have missed.
I'm very interested in all these medical pots for peeing in. I might wash them out and use them to serve port.
Graham's not quite sure about it. I say we should go for it.
I can see value in it.
We're going to go for it.
Time's up, ladies and gentlemen. This lot looks like just what the doctor ordered. Got the vintage dentist chair we all know makes some money. These cabinets, they've definitely got some pounds in there. Should we start, should we say £300 somewhere? Who'll get me going at £300?
Yeah.
300 there, 300 straight in, 350, 380, 400, 430, 450, 480, 500, in at 500, 550,
Yeah.
600, 650,
Yeah.
700, 750, 800, 850, 900, 950, £1,000.
I set myself a limit of 1,000 quid and I promised I wouldn't go over it.
1,100, he's back in.
Bugger!
£1,200 here at 1,200.
Yep.
You bidder at 1,400 now.
And then those bloody northerners turned up.
15, £1,600. 17 I'd like. At £1,600. Can you see 17 in there? At 1,600 there.
Yep.
17. Any advance on 1,700? At £1,700.
At 1,700 quid, I thought we got it.
At 1,750. Thank you kindly.
Thank God we didn't.
Any advance on £1,750? I'm going to sell to you, sir, at £1,750. Fair warning, sold. Well done. Enjoy. Thank you very much.
That's sold to Sir Ben for £1,750.
I feel much poorer, actually. It's absolutely terrible, you know. I mean, I got carried away. I meant to stop at £1,000.
To be honest with you, I did have a figure in mind. We went past the figure and we went into territory we didn't really want to be.
What have you been for in the first place for, then?
I don't know.
I'm very interested in those charts because it may tell me all about my prostate and things like that, which has been playing up from time to time.
So what has Sir Ben's 1750 actually won?
Right, what have you got here? Doctor's bed, you're going to use that?
I might do to have a sleep in the office, I suppose. What are these phrenology heads?
Let's have a look, see if it's a real old one.
Oh,
No, it's not. It's a new one, but they're still quite decorative, though, aren't
yeah,
they?
they are, yeah. The more I looked, the worse it got. So I suppose I'm going to have to hide it from the staff in the stables.
The losing dealers are starting to wonder if Sir Ben is more interested in keeping the stock rather than turning a profit.
One of the problems is trying to bid against him. He's actually keeping half the stuff himself. He's not selling it. He's end user.
You got an ear?
It looks good. I like that. That will go in my bar, I think.
He's the aristocracy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make a living, me.
We're all trying to make a living, my love. We're all trying.
And I don't like the aristocracy. So why he's at the auction, I don't know. He should have enough money. Eh? I've had to buy my own furniture. He'll have been left in his castle.
He has.
Yeah.
What are these medical charts of?
Maybe similar to that. They're in German, though.
Oh, my God. I thought they were English. Oh, my God, I've been robbed.
Do you think you're going to make your money back?
Well, I think I could do OK if I get... There's a few people who like all this sort of kinky stuff.
That may be the case, but Sir Ben needs to make back £1,750 on lot 2. Key items, those medical cabinets, the model skeleton, and the phrenology heads.
This guy going to be all right?
At his residence in Somerset, Sir Ben has hatched a plan.
The medical lot is now going to Woodland's Castle, near Taunton.
He's going to exhibit the doctor's lot at his second residence for an all-important valuation.
We better set off.
This is Sir Ben's second home, where he plans to lay out the doctor's lot in the upstairs conference chamber to show it at its best.
Are we ready? Up we go. And arrange it nicely.
Hello.
Can you give us a hand, Lee?
Up.
Up, guys. The paintings are valuable. I'm worried about them. You know, this ancestor, I'm very keen on. She was involved in the gunpowder plot and tried to blow up the Houses of Parliament. She got fined. Not a bad idea. I feel like doing the same today with this bloody useless government.
Political broadcast over. Time to check how the surgery is looking. Ready for a very important guest.
I think it's all right. It's a real cracker.
This is Peter, an expert valuer from a local auction house. He will determine whether Sir Ben has bought well or wasted his £1,750.
So I'm thinking anything from 2 to 4,000.
Sir Ben's confidence isn't shared by everyone.
That's Sir Ben, a dealer. He doesn't know his arse from his elbow.
I don't understand the bloke. I really, really don't understand the bloke.
So Ben, Peter, Green-Side Taylor, very pleased to meet you.
Ben Slade, welcome to Woodland's Castle.
Gosh, there's an awful lot to take in, isn't there?
Well, we'll start over here. Any value on these heads, do you think?
Somewhere around the £50 mark on the larger of them.
Not enough, really. I need a bit more.
I'm not sure you can just tell him to up his valuation, Sir Ben.
And then we've got these two cabinets here.
Again, £200-300 a piece for those. It's safe to say that he's chiefly synthetic.
What sort of value?
Up to £300.
Sounds all right. And then we have this poor guy here.
Perhaps £150 to £200 on him.
So far, that's just over £1,000. But what's the total for the whole lot?
I think in auction terms, we're looking at a global figure of around £2,500.
OK, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Having paid £1,750 for the lot, Sir Ben is looking at a respectable profit of 750 quid. And perhaps more importantly, he's shown the other dealers he's got an eye for a deal.
A lot of people thought I made a huge mistake, but this lot's a winner.
In Preston, Sir Ben's competitors are talking about winning, even if they haven't sold anything yet.
We're going to get between 2 and 3 grand for this all day long.
Job done, isn't it?
Paul and Dale, they waltz around chucking big money around, saying, I'm going to sell this, I'm going to sell that. Let's see you do it.
They're currently almost £2,400 in the red, after doing up the ice cream cart at a cost of £800. But there's a glimmer of hope.
Noisy, innit?
Yeah!
A potential buyer has turned up for the pinball machine.
So Paul's in the office now doing a deal on the pinball. Let's just hope he sells it.
Paul's hoping for more than £500.
It's not a modern computer chip, it's a proper thing.
Does it come with a warranty?
Off camera, he does a deal. But for how much?
Well, go on, have you sold it?
Of course I have.
yeah, I don't believe you.
£950.
Never.
Yes.
Well, that's all right. That's one.
You're meant to be the salesman.
Well, I am the salesman, but you...
I've sold it.
You won't let me get involved in it.
And that's not all. They've had another sale from an unexpected source.
When I was actually looking at the lot that they bought, I could see there was a couple of fruit machines in there. And as soon as the auction was over, I said to Paul and Dale, look, if you can't find a buyer for them, you know, it's me.
Chris offered to take the 2 fruit machines off Paul and Dale in exchange for 2 straddle stones in his yard.
These were actually used years ago for holding corn buildings up off the ground. These sell for about £600 each.
Maybe in Rutland, but in Preston, they go for a lot more than that.
We've got the saddle stones. Our Susie sold them day after for 2,500.
Sweet deal.
Sweet deal.
Jackpot.
Hit the jackpot off Plant Pot Man.
Thanks to Chris, who's yet to sell those fruit machines. Paul and Dale have made sales of £3,450. With unsold items valued at £2,090, they're looking at a profit of £3,990. Minus the £800 for the repair of the ice cream cart, of course.
Just made a killing on that lot.
At our secret auction of storage lots, we're 2 lots down.
Sold! Sold! Well done. Enjoy.
Get in there. Go on. Thank you.
And it's Paul and Dale who are the biggest winners so far.
Sweet deal.
Sweet deal.
With profits of over £1,000 on the first lot. But there are still 2 to go, and there's still time for the other dealers to cut Paul down to size.
Here we go.
Open the truck!
Once again, none of the dealers have any idea what's inside. This time, there's a new problem. 90% of the lot is under wraps.
You know the rules. We've got a few minutes to have a look.
Can't see enough to know.
I'll be back to start the bidding.
This is a difficult lot for them because everything's covered apart from a really expensive penny farthing. So they're willing to take the risk and they go for that penny farthing. The rest of it's all a bonus. Like it, Charlie?
You can't see very much, can you? Could be diamonds under all there, you never know.
It's going to be a complete gamble because you can only see 10% of what's
Yeah, I mean, there's a few bits in there you can see.
We've sold a penny farthing before.
Daly. Get right on top there, lad. Get right on top there, lad.
I think that Paul and Dale have seen something. They've got a torch. I haven't got a torch.
Buy your own torch.
Even without a torch, furniture makeover expert Charlie thinks she spotted something she'll be able to turn into a profit.
Yeah, it's more my bag, this lot, really. There's some furniture and stuff in that, and I would be interested in that lot.
But she's not the only one to show an interest in the blind lot.
I think on this one, we can safely go up to about 12.
I would be happy with 12.
Competition, and all our competition will be Paul and Dale.
But Paul seems more interested in winding up Chris Hamilton.
We've got major problems with that, Chris. He's a big mouth, and I'm getting sick of him.
Keep shoving us about. It ain't gonna work.
You're putting me off.
I don't want to put you off. You buy it.
Paul and Dale are obviously in for this one, but I I'm going to try and stop him having this.
Unfortunately for Chris, he's completely misread the Ribble boy's intentions.
I'm going to run this right to the limit, but I don't really want it.
Time's up, ladies and gentlemen. A few hidden pieces in here. What should we start the bidding at? £300? £300 to get me going? Who'll give me 300? 300.
Yeah, here.
330. 350. 500. 550.
800.
£800. 1,000 now at £1,000.
1,100.
1,100, thank you very much. £1,200 now, back in. 1,400, trying to scare them off. 1,500, he's backing. 1,600 now, 17. Thank you, everyone's in on this.
I knew Paul and Dale wanted it, but I wasn't expecting Charlie.
£1,900 now. Can we make it 2,000? 1950's allowed. 2,000 someone. 2,000, thank you very much. 2,200 here. At 2,300. 2,300. 2,004 here. Can I get
2,450?
2,450 here.
5.
This was going better than expected. They were both bidding for it. Time for me to get out.
Can we get 2,006? 2,005 going once. 2,005 going twice. 2,550. 2,600. I'm going to sell to you at £2,600. Fair warning at 2,600. Sold! Thank you very much.
Charlie may have won the auction, but Paul and Dale's trap for Chris has pushed up the price.
They probably just cost me about 600 quid, so thanks very much, Paul and Dale. Thank you very much.
It's going to take a lot more than a penny farthing to turn a profit. Charlie needs something else valuable hiding under the sheets.
Oh my God! What a pile of crap.
Unfortunately for Charlie, it's just a run-of-the-mill house clearance. With the penny farthing, the only item of real value.
You happy?
Yeah, that'd be all right.
A bit hard work. There's some elbow grease needed for this lot.
Oh, I'm full of elbow grease, aren't I? The wardrobes, they're a good size for me, and I will aesthetically change those and make them beautiful. So what looks ugly now, I'll make fantastic.
I am telling you.
The other dealers are not so sure, with Chris in particular thinking he's dodged a bullet.
You wanted it and you bockled it and you were lucky.
Hey, I'll pay for the drinks. I feel like I've had a right result.
Well, they all think I'm off my rocker, but I'm actually quite happy with that lot. So I was right to follow my heart.
Lazarus couldn't bring them back.
Yeah, but Paul, just remember, you were bidding on it as well.
We were just running it up.
Greedy. I could see they
Yeah,
wanted
yeah,
it.
but what if she dropped out? You'd be left
We
with that.
kept to our game plan.
Hey, here's the winning lady. Charlie, thank you. You've saved my bacon treacle.
You don't see what I see.
Charlie, I believe you can make money on that. I think you know what you're doing.
You took a chance.
I'm very happy.
Fair play. Good for you. Do you know what I mean?
I think you're underestimating
I'm not underestimating
Charlie's
Charlie.
creativity.
I've
I
no
really do.
problem with Charlie. It's him.
He's the lucky one.
Boy, you only wanted me to get 2.5 into that, like I'm honest. When it comes round to a unit you want, like, I ain't gonna have the money to do it. Well, I've still got my money in my pocket and it's me against you now. Hey, it's still me against you when it comes round to one of my lots. I'm the plant pot king, you ain't.
Do you want a coffin now?
The plant pot.
While Chris and Paul argue over the definition of a plant pot, Charlie prepares to sell a lot that cost her £2,600. And she's ready to prove everyone wrong.
I do think I'll have about £3.5 grand profit out of it, which they're all going to think I'm absolutely mental, but I will work at that and I will get it. This one I'm going to stress out quite a bit because I kind of got a client in mind and they like it a little bit more aged.
She's planning to upcycle the brown furniture by sanding it down and painting it contemporary colours.
But I always get out of it. I'm a chancer, I'll have a go, I'm hard working, and I will always get myself out of a sticky situation, no matter how sticky.
But the big ticket item from the Victorian lot is the penny farthing.
We've had a few people come into the barn and have a look at it, but nothing's like gone ka-ching and dropped at the moment. I just think they think it's a bit of a museum piece.
At last, a potential buyer for the penny farthing. John, a bike collector, has got in touch. He's Charlie's last hope for a sale.
So this is the bike then? Yeah. Well, I'm very pleased, but there's no question of this being original. It's absolutely, isn't it?
and he knows what he's talking about.
It's about 130-year-old.
Yeah.
This was about before the Boer War. If that isn't history, what is?
Yeah.
This is the trouser guard that's come off from underneath here. That goes under there like that. And that is just to make sure your trousers don't go underneath there and trap you in the wheel.
Chuck in the spare wheels.
John still hasn't made an offer for the penny farthing, so Charlie tries to get him interested in the other bikes from the auction.
What would you want for them?
Which depends which one you want.
Well, I don't really want any of them, to be honest.
I don't want big money for these.
Well, these two here,
Yeah.
I might take off your hands if they were the right money, you know.
80 quid each for them.
No, I'll say £100 for the pair.
120.
No, I've got to stick to 100 quid.
Go on then, because you're
Right.
nice.
Am I nice?
And you look like how I thought you would. You can have them for 100 quid.
John's clearly not in the mood to haggle. But will he make an offer for the penny farthing?
What sort of money are we going to look at for the three?
Well, 16 for the penny farthing.
Well, I don't know, that's a bit strong, really. Bear in mind, I've got to do a little bit of work on it. The best I could do would be 1,300 for the three. Come on, shake me hand. 1,300 pounds. Thank you very
There we go.
Lovely. Thank you very much, madam. We got a deal.
Yeah.
So for 3 rusty bikes, Charlie has made 1,300 quid. Half what she paid for the whole lot.
There's 1,000 there and
Yeah.
a £1,300 altogether.
Thank you, my love.
Thank you, madam.
And all that upcycling of the furniture starts to pay dividends too. One of the former brown wardrobes sells for £495. She bought the house clearance lot for what seems an extravagant £2,600. But when total sales and valuations are added together, she's actually made a profit of £960.
People were really laughing at me when I bought that lot, but I'm very happy with that lot, so who's laughing now?
If you haven't bought, now is the time to worry.
If you haven't bought a lot, the pressure can pile on you. You need to take something home so that you can make money out of it.
Desperation sets in, and that's when you can start making rash decisions.
The fourth and last lot of today's sale has arrived at the secret auction.
Close the door! And open the truck! Oh, hello, Dolly! Right, ladies and gentlemen, you know the rules. Don't touch. I'll be back in a minute.
With Paul and Dale not entering the final auction, Chris and David, Graham and Alex, and Chris Hamilton, the Flowerpot King, have a better chance of taking home a lot.
I think it's a good unit for getting yourself a bit of advertising on Facebook and Twitter, isn't it? Like, you can put the Queen anywhere, can't you? And people will be standing there and taking a picture.
There's some interesting items in there. The Lloyd Loom pram is quite rare. It's a nice model, that one there. The ventriloquist dummies, worth good money. They're good original ones there as well. They're £300 to £400 each. Dolls' houses are always good. Everyone loves dolls' houses, so there's a bit of money in there.
Dolls are freaky,
Yeah, scary.
especially the one with the head off it.
That's quite an interesting one. There's some quite nice bits on the back there. I do like both prams.
My gut is I don't find that unit nice, but I know it's all saleable.
Could be a good one. There's another little box there. Do a calculation in your head.
And they're not the only ones who the numbers add up for.
I do actually think it's the type of thing that people will buy. You know, there's lots of collectors out there for dolls. Yeah, I'll have a bit of a go at the right price.
We're hoping to get it for
I'd say
12
to 15.
We've got to have a go at this one. Yeah. Got to have a go at this one.
So it seems to be a straightforward fight between the 3 dealers who haven't won a lot.
Time's up. Her Majesty the Queen would be touched. Monarchist with a side interest in dolls. There's a few interesting pieces here, as you can see. The Lloyd Loom pram, quite rare. The doll's house, obviously interesting. What do you reckon we should start the bidding at? You'll give me £300.
Yeah.
300 straight in there. 330 here. Would you like 350? 350, 380. At 380, 400. New bidder at 400.
None of us had bought a lot, so I knew it was going to go all the way
430, 500. I have £500. Can I get 550? 550 now.
Yeah.
600 here.
Yeah.
650 at £650. We want 7. 7 we've got. At 700,
Yeah.
£750. 800 now. 850 I've got. £1,000. But 1,000 in advance.
Yeah.
1,100 now. At 1,100. 1,002. 1,003. 1,004.
It's all about money. I could turn this around quickly at the right price.
At 1,004, 1,500, 1,550 somewhere. At 1,500, 1,500 going once, 1,500 going twice. I'm selling to you guys at 1,500. Thank you very much. Brilliant.
Sold to Graham and Alex for £1,500.
It's probably the best one that we've seen so far, actually. A bit creepy, but we know we can sell.
We know we can sell.
Coming. 4 truckloads of goods have now sold at our secret auction house.
430, 450, 480, 950.
1,100.
Paul Johnson has driven much of the auction bidding.
Sold, well done.
Get in there. Go on.
But he's also made a few enemies amongst the dealers.
He really winds me up. He's rude, he's obnoxious, he's loud. He doesn't care who he's talking to.
Graham and Alex are just starting out. They've a lot to learn.
But Graham and Alex have won the final lot of the day.
To you guys at 1,500. Thank you very much. Brilliant.
They're hoping its contents will give them the last laugh.
Okay, what do you want to see first?
I'd love to see under the
Obviously,
blanket.
let's just move this out the way. Ooh, nice little Victorian one. I reckon it's a good £500 on that one. You've got to be happy with that. That's good.
I was delighted with the horse. It was beautiful. I could see money in it.
That's great.
He
That's
looks
a good
quite
start.
vicious, doesn't he?
Got a bad hair day, that's for sure.
But if they're going to make money on this lot, these vintage dolls need to be valuable.
Looks like a bisque. Yep, it's definitely. It's a bisque doll. It's marked at the back there. I mean, very collectible, really big in the mid-1800s. Quite a good one. It's in good nick.
Yeah.
I'll tell you where there is some money. That ventriloquist dummy, they're really highly collectible, and it looks like
Nice
a
looking as
proper
well.
vintage one, that one.
He's interesting looking character. Hello, miss.
He's unusual, isn't he?
So, what do you reckon you're going to make on all this, guys? How do you reckon you're going to do?
I'm very happy, very happy. I think we're going to...
At least double.
At least
double the money, so we're looking upwards of 3,000, I reckon.
So a bold claim from Alex and Graham. After buying the lot for £1,500, they think they'll double their money on selling it. But not everyone's convinced they'll do it.
I like Alex and Graham. I'd love to see them wipe the smile off of Paul's face. But antique dolls are worth a lot less than what they used to be. And they may struggle.
I like him. Oh, I will. I don't care.
In Ramsbottom, Graham and Alex have unpacked their lot of slightly terrifying antique toys.
Do you know what, Graham? I'm so glad they're down here now. Because when they were in the house, they were freaking me out. And
They were all sat on the sideboard at home staring at us every time we walked past.
Until I shut them in a box.
They make some quick sales, including the ventriloquist dummy, which goes for £366 online. But their main strategy is to put a few key items into a specialist toy auction.
Hi there, yes, I'm Kathy.
Thank you very much for
How'd you
coming.
do?
Welcome, welcome. Come on in.
And today they're getting an insider's valuation from the auction house expert.
This is the stuff we were...
Oh,
talking about.
right, yes.
First, it's the highly collectible bisque china dolls, which can fetch thousands of pounds.
Would they actually been played with?
They were what you would call a Sunday toy.
Yes.
Mum would get them out and children would be supervised because if they dropped it, that would be it.
Yeah.
If you have a look on the back of the head, Schönau and Hofmeister, which is German.
With a doll of this quality, the couple are looking for a price of at least £300.
I'm thinking about £100 to £120 if it's perfect.
Huh.
Disappointing. But there's one more quality doll to value.
I mean, this is a much better quality. The bisque is much paler and finer. It's, if you look on the back of the head, Kammer and Reinhardt. I think for this one, maybe around 160 to 180.
With the vintage dolls valued at a disappointing £300, all hopes for a bumper payday now rest on the rocking horse.
I mean, it is a really nice quality horse. Well, he could be sort of 1880, 1900. At auction, probably around 300 to 500, something like that.
All right.
A few weeks later, things go from bad to worse when the Dolls and Rocking Horse make just £325 at auction. So how does that affect their figures? Graham and Alex paid £1,500 for their lot. Total sales came to £1,292, and the remaining items were valued at £383, meaning that they just break even with a profit of £175.
Do you know what? I think we've messed up there. It's what Graham would call a miscalculation. It's what I'd call a cock-up. I never want to see another bloody doll again.
The sale is over, and the storage trucks have delivered their loads. So which dealer did best in today's auction? Based on sales and the valuation of remaining goods, in fourth place are Alex and Graham. In third place, the wily Baron Sir Ben Slade. In an amazing turnaround, Charlie Taylor claims runner-up spot. But out in front are Paul and Dale, whose clever tactics won the day, thanks to their killer deal to swap fruit machines for straddle stones.
Made up. Absolutely made up.
And as for the ice cream cart,
Thank you, sir. That's 2 scoops.
Ribble Reclamation now offer ice cream in a range of flavours to customers. As long as they pay, of course.
What would you like, boss?
I'll have vanilla.
Vanilla?
Vanilla, yeah. I want 3 scoops.
Fancy that.
Next time, auction newcomer Chuko is thrown in at the deep end.
You're a mug, mate. Yeah. You're a mug. You've mugged yourself.
Charlie finds selling vintage toys is far from child's play.
You are in Cloud Cuckoo Landed.
Can I just shoot myself now?
And Chris Hamilton stops at nothing to outgun the competition.
You should have bought it. She's revealed her hand. You're soft. Sometimes I've got to stamp my authority on them, and they've let me do it.